Hi, this is Clint Cora. Even in today's rather civilized society, we still have places and communities where there is crime. And as we travel abroad, we can also find ourselves in places where there is crime. So needless to say, a knowledge of self-defense is a very good thing to have. A big problem is that a lot of people don't have the time nor desire to take up martial arts. And even with courses that focus only on self-defense, most of these courses are multi-sessioned. And like a lot of courses which are multi-session, there's a high dropout rate over time. Now, I know that a lot of these self-defense courses also teach a lot of techniques which are complex. They're not easy to do. They might be doable within a classroom, but a lot of people have found that once they're out in the streets, these techniques, because of their complexity, are almost useless. You just can't use them. I've been training in martial arts since the early 1970s, so I've been at it for a long time. I've studied various martial arts styles, and those of you who know me a little bit better, you know I've had a very long and successful international martial arts competition career. And what I've done is I've extracted what I feel are the most practical, the most useful, and the easiest to learn techniques for self-defense applications. And over the years, I've taught literally hundreds and hundreds of students through my live self-defense seminars. I've taught students in colleges and universities. I've taught students in fitness clubs. I've taught students in corporations such as Standard Life, American Express, and Procter & Gamble. And I continue to teach seminars even today. If you want to learn self-defense from me, the best option, of course, is to take one of my live seminars. If you can't take one of my seminars, the next best option is my video DVD program. I've put together these videos to help people out there learn about self-defense. Now, this program contains all the important concepts, principles, techniques, and self-defense applications that I present in my live seminars. These are techniques that I would use for myself. These are also the techniques that I would recommend for other people, especially if they don't have a martial arts background. I would teach these techniques to small-statured men and women. Here are some clips from the video program. So those are the body weapons we use with our hands. Let's move down the arm to the elbow. It turns out that for self-defense, we can use our elbows in many different ways, many different directions. First of all, we can basically elbow up like this, usually towards somebody's chin. Or if we're trying to hit something down here, we can elbow down. So from the side point, going up like this, just raising your elbow up like this, or down if we're trying to strike something down here. Okay, so that's up and also down. We can also use our elbows to come sideways like this. See, my arm is sideways, and what I'm doing is I'm using my elbow here as the striking point. Sideways, both arms sideways. From the side point of view here, sideways, sideways. We can also use our elbows to elbow something behind, just like this, along the side of your body. Elbow back like this, like this. We can also go back sideways, like this. And we can also go up and back, like this, like this, like this. See, so different ways we can use our elbows. Now, in terms of determining which elbow strike you use, well, it just depends on the situation. And you will get to see that when we start our applications. Okay, now here's my foot. Before we show you some of the kicks, let's show you the point of impact on your feet, because it's very important here. Let's say most kicks I want to put my toes curled up. I want to curl my toes up so I can expose the ball of my foot. So that's, if I'm hitting a wall, for example, I'm using the ball of my foot. If I point my toes and I hit something, let's say a hard object or even a person with my toes, I'm going to break my toes. So for kicks, always remember, curl up your toes. So here's a slightly different situation. This time she's grabbed from the side. In this case, she lost the use of one of her arms. But that's okay because she still has her other arm and both legs. Let's see what she can do. A low side kick to the knee, followed by a palm strike. Now full speed. I also cover situations that are very common out there, like what happens if somebody grabs you from behind or somebody tries to choke you. What happens if somebody approaches you while you're seated, or let's say somebody gets you on the ground. What can you do? I cover all these different situations. I also talk about, well, what happens if you have some normal everyday items at home that you can use as self-defense weapons? I'll show you what's possible. I also talk about some personal security measures that you and your family members can take just to have a safer home. In this video, all of my applications and situations are fully demonstrated by my seminar students. They do this first in slow motion and then at full speed. The price for these video programs is so low. It's almost the same as going out for a night at the movies. It's such a low price considering the knowledge that might save your life one day or save the lives of your loved ones. In my mind, in my opinion, all women and girls should learn self-defense. This project has been long awaited. It's something that I really want to do for a long time. It's finally put together to help you get a good knowledge of self-defense. So do take this opportunity. Go down below to my website and you can order directly from there. Thanks for watching.